completed the types of alcohol in which the OH group is attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Now we are going to see a type of alcohol in which the OH group is directly attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon atom. One is aryl alcohols or phenols. Phenols are the first type in which the OH group is attached directly to an aryl group. Aryl group means benzene and its derivatives, OH group, phenol. Now, if this type of alcohols are also of different types, if OH group, two OH groups are at the adjacent positions or the ortho positions, we call it as resorcinol. Then if they are at the para position, we call it as quinol, etc. So there are different types. And the other type of alcohols in which the OH group is directly attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon atom is vinylic alcohols. In vinylic alcohols, the CH2 double bond CHOH, that is the OH group is attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So this is a vinylic alcohol. It is directly attached to a carbon atom, an aliphatic chain in which the carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. So these are the different types of the alcohols and phenols. Now we will come to IUPAC nomenclature. We know that in the alcohols, the OH group, if it is there, that carbon atom having the OH group is given the least possible number. Then we start with the OH group. When it is this, there will be a secondary suffix, that is all. You remove E of the primary suffix and add all and the carbon atom to which the OH group is attached. The number of the carbon atom to the OH group is attached is also added. For example, if it is CH3, CHOH, CH3, it is 1, 2, 3, we numbered. Then it is word root is prop and single, all are single bond. It is the primary suffix is A. You remove E and it is 2 all. So it is propan 2 all. So like that you can name that CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is again 1, 2, 3. We number the carbon atoms. Then it is again propan, propan. Then 1, 2, 3. Triol. 1, 2, 3. Triol. So you will have to give the minimum possible number to the carbon atom carrying the functional group. So that is IUPAC nomenclature. That is carbon, the nature of the carbon oxygen bond. Carbon oxygen bond in alcohol. The carbon oxygen bond, if it is, this is an usual alkyl aliphatic alcohol. The carbon atom is sp3 hybridized and 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals will be there. Out of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, 3 will be attached, 2 will be attached to 2 different hydrogen atoms, 1 will be attached to the next carbon atom or hydrogen atom, and the other one is attached to the unhybridized p orbital of the oxygen. The one of the other unhybridized p orbital of the oxygen forms overlaps with the s orbital of hydrogen. So this is the nature of OH bond. Since oxygen is more electronegative, this electron pair will be shifted more towards oxygen and this oxygen will get a partial negative charge and the carbon will get a partial positive charge. So this carbon-oxygen bond is polar in nature. So carbon-oxygen bond is polar in nature due to the higher electronegativity of oxygen. Now we will come to preparation of alcohols. Mechanism already I have given in one video how the mechanism takes place by the addition of water. Now alkene can also be converted to alcohol by another one method also, that is hydroboration and subsequent oxidation will give you an alcohol. Hydroboration. Last year we have studied boranes, and boranes are compounds with boron like methane. Borane. Hydrides of borons are called boranes. The simplest borane is diborane, that is B2H6, and it is, we can write that unit is BH3 twice. Here this diborane or boranes can add to alkene and form organometallic compounds, and their subsequent oxidation can give you alcohols. Now here the addition takes place according to Andy-Markovnikov's rule. That is, the negative part of the addendum will be added to more hydrogenated carbon atom, and the positive part of the addendum will go to less hydrogenated carbon atom. For example, CH3, CH, double bond CH2, propene plus B2H6, that is BH3, we are taking the simplest unit BH3. Now this BH3 will shift or split into BH2 minus and H plus. Now this negative part will be added to more hydrogenated carbon atom, and the positive part will add to less hydrogenated carbon atom, and what you get is CH3, CH2, single bond CH2, BH2. This is what we are getting. Now what this molecule can become an addendum. It can add to next alkene molecule, that is propene, CH3, CH, double bond CH2. Again the CH3, CH2, BH negative and H plus. So this CH3, CH2, BH will be added to this carbon atom and hydrogen to this carbon atom. So what you get is CH3, CH2 twice BH. This you will get. Then again one more molecule of propene can be added. CH3, CH, double bond CH2. One more molecule. Here again you see CH3, CH2 twice B minus and H plus. So what you get is CH3, CH2 thrice B, organoboron compound, and this on oxidation with the hydrogen peroxide in presence of alkali, sodium hydroxide, oxidizing agent used is hydrogen peroxide, and you are getting in presence of an alkali. What you will get is CH3, 3 molecules of CH3, CH2, a molecule of water gets added, hydrolysis will take place also, you will get propanol. You will get a propan-1-ol. If you are doing addition of water in presence of dilute sulfuric acid, you will get only propan-2-ol, secondary alcohol. Here, if you are doing this, you will get a primary alcohol. So that is a difference. So this method is called hydroboration and subsequent oxidation. Hydroboration oxidation reaction. So hydroboration means you are adding borane to the alkene molecule. It gets added, you will get an organoboron compound. This on oxidation with the hydrogen peroxide will give you an alcohol. And here the addition takes place according to Andy-Markovnikov's rule. Not Markovnikov's rule. The negative part of the addendum goes to more hydrogenated carbon atom, and the hydrogen, that is positive part, will go to less hydrogenated carbon atom. Understood? So this is another method of preparation of or conversion of an alkene to alcohol. Here we are getting a primary alcohol because the addition is by Andy-Markovnikov's rule. If you are using dilute sulfuric acid, the addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule, and you will get only a secondary alcohol. So this is another method. Now next is preparation from a carbonyl compound. Preparation from a carbonyl compound. Carbonyl compound are aldehydes and ketones. Why they are called carbonyl compounds? Because both of them contain CO group. So the carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes and ketones, on reduction when they are reduced. For example, an aldehyde CH3CHO, when it is reduced with the lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, you will get a primary alcohol with the same number of carbon atoms. That is, you will get CH3CH2OH. You will get a primary alcohol. So if you are using aldehyde, you will get an alcohol with the same number of carbon atoms. That also a primary alcohol. But if you are using a ketone, CH3 C double bond O CH3 propanol. When this is reduced with the lithium aluminum hydride, you will get propan 2-ol, a secondary alcohol. You will get a secondary alcohol. So aldehyde will give you primary alcohol, whereas a ketone will give you secondary alcohol. So this is how you convert aldehydes and ketones to the alcohols.